Bula, and welcome back again. In this episode we can explore 3 totally different things to do in and around Sigatoka on the main island of Fiji. They are budget friendly and can all be done in one day if you want. Well, we have arrived at the Kula Wild Adventure Park. So yeah, let's see if this is any good or not. I'm not sure, I don't know. Let's check it out. Nice fellow.
Males that have the blue band and stripes, females are plain emerald green.
Alright. Wow. This one is endemic to Fiji?
Yes.
Oh, wow. There's the Fijian colors, that's good. The blue colors.
Yeah.
Nice. Thanks.
Welcome. Would you like to try holding a snake? Or would you just
Yeah, sure.
Stricter Pacific boa, native to Fiji.
Oh, really?
He doesn't mind being handled,
Okay.
provided we don't squeeze him.
Yeah, of course, yeah, I don't like to be squeezed either, so. Wow.
Would you like to give it a hug?
Yeah. Oh. Yes. It's a very interesting color.
George's partner Wendy is in that glass display. You can take a look. They have bred ones.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the eggs didn't make it.
Oh, that's
So, yeah.
wow. That's a beauty.
They are red-breast musk parrot. Okay. Oh, that's not the one. Yeah.
It's a very curious fella, this one. Oh.
Okay.
Okay, so is this the same sort of, is this the same guy?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, cuties. The banded iguana, that's a crested.
Okay.
Banded are not as endangered as the crested.
They come from like the Galapagos or are they salt water?
No.
Well, we're off to a good start. You start with the snakes and the iguanas. One of them is endangered. And here we have the coral and the fish aquariums and all these things. Also insects. Wow. What? That's crazy big. Whoa. Common in the highlands of with jeepers creepers. Man. Okay, I've not seen that one yet. But wow, imagine seeing this kind of. I would definitely freak out a little bit. Just because I have never seen anything so big insect-wise. Oh, those are like walking sticks or something, or? Wow. Oh wow, there's some coral. What? Fluorescent coral? Wow. That looks like a mushroom. And here we have some pink ones. Not many. Also fluorescent again. It's very interesting. I wonder what the biological reason for that is. We have some down there. They look a little bit like mushrooms. And down there is a very weird one, like a pancake. Okay, the cool thing is that the rest of this park is just, you know, in between the trees and the jungle, and there's a creek down here, for example. So that's the benefit, of course, if all your enclosures are already in the environment that they are from. So it gives more of a realistic feeling, of course. Pretty cool. The real jungle. Oh yeah, then here we have the birds. We have barn owls over here, somewhere. Oh, there in the corner. Okay. He seems to be sleeping. And here we have Indian redneck parakeets. 1, 2, 3 of them. Okay. It's a pretty empty enclosure, to be fair. And then here we have a cockatoo, which I'm gonna see soon again. He is all alone, so as I can see. Yeah. Alright, well, let's go in here. Oh, that's one up there. Hello. There we have two other ones up there. Yes, yes. There's another one. Just one over here. Oh yeah. Yeah. So here we have an endemic pigeon. Never seen a pigeon like this. It's a very big fruit pigeon apparently. Very interesting because its head looks like a sort of miniature albatross head, but then the body is like a pigeon. And well, we got some colored ones up there. And yeah, mostly the same kind of a bird, to be fair. These are, at least these enclosures are a bit nicer. They have plants and everything. So yeah, this being an adventure park, you also have a water slide over here. So it's tucked away here in the jungle. It's a bit random in my opinion, because you have animals, then you have this one singular slide. There's no pool here or anything. Yeah, a little kiddie pool. Don't think you can go in the river. Maybe you can, I'm not sure. And you also have zip lining and stuff like that around here. So if you want, you can include it, but yeah, you can do that everywhere in the world, you know. So don't really have to particularly do that here. But yeah, you can just kind of walk around this forest area. The yeah, wildlife is all around you. That's the good thing about here. You don't have to make it. You just have to make a path, and you can walk around it very comfortably. This is very nice. Yeah, you can go all the way up here, because here's also the zip lining. So you can also just take a walk up, have a look from above. Look at people doing zip lining. Funny. Well, for 25, well, probably 20 euros, this is, it's okay, to be honest. The enclosures, yeah, they definitely need some work. I don't know if this is maybe the only zoo-like location here in Fiji, which then I can understand, of course, that they are maybe not that well known with how to deal with those things. But yeah, I really hope that they at least enlarge the turtle enclosure and just have a look at the other ones, because yeah, they look a bit sad. I mean, to be fair, I've read that they saved many of those parrots from yeah, from owners that were keeping them in worse conditions. So definitely it's a good step forward, you know, not to be negative, but it's you know, feedback in a sense, and because you just wish the best for animals, of course, right? So I most definitely know that those people that work here, they care about the animals probably, but yeah, they probably lack funding or something to really make it a proper enclosure. But it's nice if you want to have like an easy nature walk without actually having to go into nature. It's a good alternative, this. They make all these steps and stairs and boardwalks. Pretty nice. So part of the show is that you have the turtle feeding time, which is around now.
Got a little video and a couple pictures there.
Little ninja turtles.
Okay, as cool as it is to see a turtle, which I have also seen now in the ocean, where they should be, this is just sad. This is just, like, this is his entire enclosure. This thing, it is this deep here, it's deeper over there, but that's it. That's it. He can just go in circles. There is nothing here. He's alone, or it's alone. It's green, it's filled with algae. He is completely filled with... I mean, you cannot tell me that this is healthy. You can't tell me that this is healthy. So... Well, that was that for now. We continue back towards Sigatoka. And I'm gonna have a look at the dunes near here. So you have the Sigatoka dunes. So, yeah. Interesting, natural, well, area, I guess. So let's have a look. No loud music, no swimming, no littering, no swimming, okay, no sandboarding. That's an unusual thing to see, yeah. Okay, well.
I don't think I did.
Wow. That's pretty cool. Did you see any interesting animals while diving?
We were just snorkeling.
Okay.
We saw a bunch of reef sharks.
Oh, really?
And what, you saw the turtle, no?
Yeah. We have reached the dunes. Oh, the sun. Oh, it's fucking hot, eh? Okay, that's bloody hot. Hate. Ow, ow, ow. Oh. Fucking hate. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Oh, man. Oh. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, man. Oh, fucking hate. Okay, that's not fun. That's not fun. Definitely gonna have blisters. Holy shit. It's like having hot water over your feet. Okay. Plan B. Okay. Well, I definitely burned my feet. Woo. The Sigatoka sand dunes are the first national park in Fiji, and it's 650 acres big and about 50% of it is protected. The park has endemic birds, lizards and other animals unique to Fiji. The dunes were formed after thousands of years of erosion, and they can be up to 60 meters tall. It's also a historically important location in Fiji's history, because here a lot of important artifacts were found and even a mass burial ground from around 2600 years ago. Slow sound. Whoa, yo. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, surfing. Whoa. It's told us not to surf, but there's no option here. Oh. Okay, it's not that bad. It's, whoa. He takes the easy route. Whoa! Wow!
As you're saying, it's just tedious.
Yeah. Man. The national park offers two routes, the short one and the long one. We took the longer one, which takes you across the dunes and next to the ocean and then back into the jungle, also to experience some wildlife like these bats or spiders, or if you're lucky, maybe some snakes. Well, that was the end of this hike. As you can see, you cannot really say anything because of the wind. So yeah, there was not a lot of speech in that one. But you get the idea, right? It's very beautiful. It's a very random place because you wouldn't really know if you're driving along this road here that there is this massive sand dune over there and with a completely different environment, wind conditions, and just a whole different scenery. You know, it's a whole different world. It's really beautiful. And then you have the woods, and then a little bit of the jungle, and then those. As I was saying before my battery cut out, yeah, it's definitely a must-do around here if you are in the main island of Fiji. I got totally sandblasted like everybody else. I'm still completely black from the sand. So this is my arm, this is my leg, totally black. So I definitely have to wash it off in the ocean later on. Well, that was fun. I met up with my friend from Samoa, Philemon from Greece. We met back in Samoa when I was with my other friends going to that ocean trench, and he was also there. And then we spent some time on the beach and everything, and he's also traveling around. So we managed to meet up again here in Fiji. So it's pretty cool. So here we are at the Intercontinental Fiji Golf Resort and Spa. It's a nice grand opening. Very nice entrance. Which looks like a tunnel to the ocean. Okay, that's the first. I got welcomed with this shell and the drums, which is apparently normal here for guests. That's pretty funny. And yeah, you have to buy a day pass or something. So yeah, this is the actual cove, the beach that you are. That's why it is like a coral location, because it is a cove. So yeah, to actually pay a day pass. The guy was a bit unclear actually at the entrance, but okay, fair enough. 65 Fijian dollars translates to around 30 euros. You can use all the facilities here. It is actually pretty big. You can you have like a free drink or something. You can use the pools. You can use a lot of stuff, discounts on things. So yeah, why not pay for once, I guess. At least I have access to the beach here, so. Well, got my snorkel gear, time to try it out. Still a bit of a busy sea, to say it like this, pretty wavy. But yeah, it's at least dry, so I hope the visibility is good. And let's see what we can find.
Natadola Beach is one of the most popular snorkeling and diving locations on the main island of Fiji. It's especially known for the best free shore snorkeling option because you can just walk in and start snorkeling, where you normally need to go on a boat before you can actually start. And for someone like me that gets easily seasick, this is a better alternative. Fiji is known as the soft coral capital of the world. So what is soft coral? Soft coral is the kind of colorful coral that moves with the currents, which gives them this plant-like appearance. They grow on rocks or hard coral. So what is hard coral? It's the washed-up white stone-like coral you see on beaches, for example. They have a calcium structure a bit like bones do. Therefore, they don't move with the currents. And here you can see one of my favorite moments where I encountered a school of fish and I was able to just float inside of it, and I was surrounded by all these fish, and it was a really magical moment for me personally. I've never had that before, and it was a very cool experience to just be part of a school of fish. Here on Fiji you can find up to 390 coral species and around 1500 fish species, like anglefish, clownfish, bulletfish, or even sea snakes. And if you're really lucky, also turtles, sharks, or manta rays. So why should you come to Natadola Beach specifically? Because of course Fiji has many snorkeling and diving options. Well, because it's probably the easiest one to get to. Because for all the other options you probably need to also take a boat or a local flight to one of these other islands. And in this case you just have to fly into the main island of Fiji, take a car, and you're there. So if you have a family with kids, for example, it's just a lot of hassle to jump on a boat or take a local plane. Also extra costs are included. So this one is just slightly easier. And here I had my very first encounter with a wild snake ever, and it's a sea snake, and I was told that sea snakes are one of the most venomous snakes in the world, but later on other Fijians told me that sea snakes generally don't do anything and they don't attack you. They can be curious, which this one became, and he sort of wanted to come close to me. It still kind of spooked me out, of course, because I've never dealt with a wild snake before. I don't know what they want to do or what they can do. But apparently they're very docile and they don't really do anything. Obviously I would just keep my distance and don't chase them and don't touch them, because there's also just being stupid, right? So use your brain. But as you can see, you can observe him from afar. You can see how he looks for food, how he hunts and nibbles on the rocks or something. It's very interesting to witness. Time for some basic rules and values when snorkeling or diving. Obviously, don't touch or stand on corals. Don't touch fish or chase fish or something. Obviously, they can come up to you and be curious, but you don't go after them and try to catch them or touch them or something. In case you need to adjust your mask maybe or something, or empty your tube, that happened to me sometimes, you can try and look for an empty rock or a dead space where you can quickly stand for a second and adjust and then continue. That is okay. Most importantly, use sunscreen that is not harmful to coral. It will be mentioned on the lotion bottle if it's harmful or not. Try to also use maybe a UV blocking shirt like I'm doing, so you don't need to use too much sunscreen that could be harmful for the coral or the fish.
Well, I'm out of the water again. It was time to go. I couldn't feel my fingertips anymore and my toes, so that's, I think, a signal to get out. You know, when you're doing those things, you just don't want to quit, you know. It's just like amazing.
And here my battery died again. But you get the gist. It was an amazing experience. I definitely recommend going here. In general, all 3 locations are definitely a must-do on Fiji. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.